desired to live in Medellin, Colombia, or maybe live here for a few months while you're creating your business and earning an income, I'm Grace Covington, business coach. I facilitate women entrepreneurs to create a thriving and sustainable business online that allows you to live anywhere in the world. So if that is something that you have desired to create in your life, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your alerts so that you are notified when I post my next video, and definitely share your comments and questions in the comments. So if you desire to be in Medellin, Colombia, know that one, it is truly possible to create that. We arrived yesterday. This is the first morning, so we haven't really explored anything. I am gonna be releasing different videos as we begin to immerse ourselves in the Colombian culture, begin to, experience what life is like living here as a local. And I'm so excited to be sharing that content because I believe it is going to help people who are interested in moving to Medellin, Colombia. So first thoughts when we got here, it is a very beautiful country. There is a lot of hills, and even driving, like with our taxi driver from the airport, a lot of steep places. I'm praying, I pray your brakes are good, sir. Sir, I pray your brakes are good, because some of those hills were so steep. And then there is so much nature and beauty. So if you love nature and beauty, this is definitely a great space to be. The topography has got so many variables. So I know that there's the Caribbean side, and then you can definitely see, the mountains and all of that. So my first thoughts so far, the people are, really friendly. I know we haven't really explored much because this is the morning of. We're actually going to be doing that. A little bit of exploring today. But our Uber driver was uber helpful. He made sure that we were, taken care of. We arrived. We don't really speak Spanish well, so this is a very Spanish-speaking country. We've been to Panama, so we're kind of comparing the two of Panama and Medellin so far. What is similarities so far are definitely Spanish is key here, because most people speak Spanish and not too many people speak English, but which is okay. You're in a new country, in a different country, so you got to go with that flow. If you want to be here, make sure you're learning some Spanish, because chale, you're going to need it. But the way we get around that is, Google Translate. And again, we've been traveling to different countries, so now we're kind of getting familiar with the language. I've taken a couple classes, so you kind of start to get used to it. But I think the best way to learn is immerse yourself in that culture, stay with the locals, and start speaking. I was at the airport and the lady said, Espanol or English? I said Espanol, so I had her count my money back in Spanish so I can, familiar, can't even say that word, y'all, this morning. So I'm familiar with, them, coming back, becoming more connected to the words. And I forgot my tripod, y'all, so we're gonna be switching hands. Because this hand right here is hurting right now. So yes, practice makes perfect. And, a lot of people have fears about security, and people have heard so many things about, Colombia and so forth. And we haven't really, been out there, so I can't give you a fair assessment, but we are outside of, the main city, and so far so good. We have a beautiful Airbnb. We're right in it's busy, so y'all can probably hear some of the traffic. But the nice thing is, this morning was my husband was like, well, even though we're right in the city, he was like, do you hear those cows? And I was like, yeah, I hear some cows. So there's like a little farm pasture with some cows, like right here in the middle of the city. Okay. Sometimes my thoughts just rush so fast and I forget what I'm gonna say. So we're gonna go with the flow of what shows up and just follow that energy. So Waking up here, I feel great. I feel amazing. One of the things that I notice all the time, every time we leave the US and go to a new country, and it's like you have this space, the space opens up where you're just like relaxed, like, the stressors, all the things that go on in the US, especially being Black and, living in that energetic space of, different things that show, we all know that sometimes America is pretty racist. And then when you come to a different country and people don't project those judgments immediately, it is a whole different vibe waking up to that energy. You just feel free. You feel, I can't even describe it, but I felt this in all the places we've traveled. Now, I'm not saying there ain't no racism here. I'm gonna compare, I've had different experiences in Panama with, colorism, that type of thing. I haven't experienced it yet here, but in my next videos, I'll be giving you the truth of that experience and sharing y'all, what actually takes place, because every country is different. But immediately I noticed, like, I feel free. I feel like a whole weight has been lifted off my shoulders. That's the experience I feel when I travel to these other countries. This whole new space opens up for me, and I'm happy, I'm joyful and playful. And even though, I, love where we live in Florida, I love Florida, but that energy, those energies that, the things that go on in the US, being judged for being Black, being judged for your skin tone, all that stuff, whatever. Yeah, so far, so good. And this morning we are like amongst the locals. We initially were gonna have a hotel, but things changed. We did come with some friends here, which does help. So this place here was recommended, and I'm an explorer, so I'm gonna be exploring the town, and we're gonna go to the grocery store. I like to go shopping, kind of get a sense of, prices, what the food is like. We're gonna go out, we're gonna go play, we're gonna do fun things. So I wanted to keep this short, just an intro video, and let y'all know what I feel so far, and then come back for the other videos I'm gonna be posting. So in order to do that, make sure y'all have subscribed and post in the comments what you want me to talk about, any questions that you have, and I will be sure to answer those questions. But I'm excited. I'm gonna get ready to go out. Oh, I did want to add this. The weather so far has been beautiful. The evenings are cooler than Florida, and I haven't noticed any humidity yet, but we'll see. It's early in the morning. We're gonna start to experience that as the temperature rises. So yes, the key thing, what I would like you to know is it's possible to live anywhere in the world, wherever you choose to live. I would say choose places that ignite you, bring you joy. The more you are in this energy of joy, the easier it is to create your life, the easier it is to attract money to your life. So it's good to explore. And that brings a question I always get is, are we going to live abroad? I do believe that opportunity is going to open up for us. I believe we will probably live abroad part-time and then, have home base in the US. I can foresee that in the future. Right now, we are scouting different places as well to see, what is the place? What is that place or places? Sometimes it looks different for people. It may be, living somewhere for 3 months, 6 months, a month. It all depends on what works for you. But the key is, are you creating the income that allows you to live where you want to live? And if that is an interest for you, this is something that I facilitate. I'm gonna give a couple resources in the description of, I have a free program that allows you to create repeatable revenue online. And I also coach women in creating a thriving and sustainable business online where that allows you to live and support the lifestyle of your dreams. And it is not hard to create your business. It's not hard to create a business that is thriving and sustainable. There are things that you do have to put in place, but in my programs, a lot of people come and say, I have 10,000 ideas. I don't even know where to begin. I love working with women that have that, because that's me too. And I am able to facilitate you to channel that energy where you are creating and you're thriving and you're generating income while changing the world. Thank you so much for watching, and come back for the other videos.